we talked about this just a little bit, or you talked about it actually. Psychedelic drugs. Is it safe for me to use these tools, or is it even recommended for my spirituality?
Well, what I wouldn't recommend is somebody recommending psychedelic drugs to another person, and that just so you don't have to like take the blame for if it doesn't go right. But seriously, there's many enhancing elements that are out here, but a person that, they have to calibrate themselves properly. I mean, that would be the advice. Now, many people have just jumped right into certain things and, they've had experiences and they've grown from those experiences. And that's generally like neophyte behavior, just to jump into something and to not know exactly what's going to happen. And then, to take in that experience and be like, okay, wow, that was incredible, or that was scary. But, as an adept, you want to look at all experiences and study things more and to understand like how does that fit into your spiritual process. I would tell people personally to learn about breathing first, because in many cases you can get pretty high off of just breath alone. And also breathing is very important when you start utilizing certain elements, especially, to learn how to move the energy and how far the energy can really go. So these plants are masters themselves, like they are actually really sentient. That's the only way they can cause this kind of phenomena. They have a large amount of energy. They're what they call energetics, right? So that liquid, those fluids, those chemicals are highly charged. Also, the networking system of many of these elements connects a lot with the root systems that move through the planet. Like obviously ayahuasca is a vine, and the trees that are connected with it, the root system connects through the entire planet. So it has a lot of access, but many times that can be utterly overwhelming for a person who's still just trying to figure out who they are. So I would say that, yeah, you start tweaking your body first. And that way, when you do start going on these experiences, especially if you're utilizing the breathing, it's just like an aha moment to some of the things that you're already experiencing. And then you're also already equipped to learn how to not just become dependent on some kind of element to get you to another level. But generally, again, that doesn't happen either, because most of these elements are not very addictive. Like most people don't leave a DMT or ayahuasca ceremony and like, okay, we're going to do it tomorrow. It's not like weed, you know what I mean? Where, you want to go smoke again. It's kind of like, okay, well, let me let that sit in for a while. And then you may even find yourself 3-4 months later, not exactly that encouraged to go jump back in on another journey. So I would just say to people it's 2017. Like if you're looking for a breakthrough, sometimes you have to utilize what's around you and what's been made available to cause those breakthroughs, especially if you need more energetic potential, because the more that the body gets callous, cold, rigid, brittle, and stuck in its ways, the more vibration that's needed to kind of shake the old foundations of things and to break those foundations so that you can get some new growth. So many of the substances have a way of taking a person that may be a little bit more, crusty in their change, I would say, from that state to becoming more flexible in the realization that there is some stuff going on out here that they should be paying attention to, and that they are lord and master of their own life, and that they have sole responsibility to understand the destination of their spirit on all of its movements throughout the cosmos. So that's what we're talking about.